Good day, good people. It's a fine day in the year of the vibrant. Toonling Day, Bravo Day, Phenomenal No Makars. You know me as the man who is excited. It is AV Mania season. You know what? I was gonna say it's really starting to feel like Mania. But tonight it is feeling like our first real game of the Danganronpa Hunger Games tag team action. What did I name this episode? Man, I named the file. Heart something. Be still my heart. Correct. And these are, outside of the tag team champions, because they will always be here, they definitely do not fit this vibe, a list of folks where I could put together two people where I was like, you know what? These two, I don't believe, are the most physically, fit, you know what I mean? In terms of, they're not, built. They're not, a machine, you know what I mean? Anywho. Someone who, or I guess a group of people, or several people whose hearts are not generally thumping fast from a lot of physical activity or exercise. That is Be Still My Heart. We're using a lot of heart, pun themes this season. Also, you will have it this time. But last time you did not get the list of who has what number of hearts. You didn't get it last time simply because, well, I realized if I put it out and you looked at it at the start of the episode, it literally had pretty much all the spoilers for the episode. So I'm going to make a conscious effort to wait until the Saturday after or the Sunday after this releases to update the hearts. But it is in the description this time around. It was ready last time around. You literally saw it on the screen. But I digress. So let's go through everybody in this episode and let's talk about it. First of all, we got sparring partners. We got Moko and Akane, the tag team champions. Other side of me, we got Genocide Jack and Natsumi. If Chaos reigns, there'll be a trio. Will that happen? I don't think so. Toko and Mew for Wattpad. Mew literally trying to invent a lot of things while you sleep. So her heart is lax for real. Little Demons, Monica, and Paimon. Shrimp Fried Ice, Aiba literally has no heart, and Teru Teru. Great Anime Bake Off, My Hero, and My Loaded Dice. Celeste and Kokichi, Pimps Mafia, Kazuichi and Fuihiko, Buckshot Roulette, Kana, and Seiko. Overdrive, Kibo, and Teto. Literally here, zero BPM. I was gonna ask you guys, who's got the lowest heart rate? It's literally these two. Song and Dance, Kaede and Robinhausen. Best-selling manga, Fumi, and now Detectives in Training, Shuichi and Kako. Hunger Gamers, Chihiro and Futaba. White-haired extremism, Nagito. Edelgard was a questionable shout. I think her heart rate is probably either very, very fast or very, very slow, depending on what the kind of experimentation that happened to her, essentially, did to her, you know what I mean? So I was like, it can go either way. We'll put it in there, though. Love, and Peace, we have Usami and Ibuki, no Eito. Flowing Leaves, Hiro and Nahida. Strength in Numbers, Komaru and Mitarai. Hot Wheels, Maya and Kizzy. Princess Party, Sonia and Salika. RPG Party, double party back-to-back. Himiko and Mikan, Sunshine in My Pocket, Kaito and Monofini. And that's So Raven. We have Hajime and So-An. That's our episode today. I already know what I'm gonna do for what I want to ask you guys, but taking a step back, I need to spin the wheel, so let's go and do that first. Because we will do once again, I don't expect it to hit. But I have been known to jinx. So we're gonna spin it now, we'll see what happens. And if I jinxed it, whoops. Oh boy! I thought I jinxed the champions right there. Dude, I was like, oh man, it really might hit. I wasn't sure how much longer it was gonna go, because this range is really like it might be that time. Man! What a time to be alive. That did not hit. My heart rate kind of went up on that one, I'll tell you what. Anywho, no championships on the line this time. Next time it would be 15% if it was 15 this time, let me tell you. Probably would have hit. Or whatever it was. Anywho. We're gonna do those 5 questions again where I try and knock you guys out. That's what I want to do this episode. Because I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask. That being said, pick first, second, and third. I will pick Robinhausen for first, song and dance. I love Robinhausen. Eventually, I'm going to update the sprite to just have the face paint on. For second, I'm going to take Kizzy from Hot Wheels. And third, I'm going to actually take Celica from Princess Party. Those are my 3 picks for first, second, and third. You guys make your picks as well. But also, while you're making your picks, it's time. I have to write down my answers, I forgot. I was about to just give you guys the questions and not write down any answers. It's time! Do we have like some dramatic music to play for this? I don't know if I have anything that's like really well, suspense. But that doesn't go for too long. That's like a minute. Anywho. 5 questions. Your job is to pick an answer that you think I am not picking. So, let's begin. Number 1. Tell me a character that you don't think will survive Danganronpa 2x2 coming next year. It is the rehash of Danganronpa 2, so Danganronpa 2 characters only. I think someone who you do not believe will survive. And give me a character that you do believe will survive for your second question. And with that, I think I'm gonna go there. Actually, if I'm making an actual call, I'm gonna go there. Those are the 2 questions I really wanted to ask. But now I have to give you guys like narrowed down questions. Tell me which character, give me a non-Danganronpa character from today's game. It's not a huge, it's a pretty wide selection, but not a huge selection. So go ahead and tell me a non-Danganronpa character from today's game. Look at all these characters. I'll give you a slow scroll real quick. I think I'm going to pick you. Tell me give me the Danganronpa character that you have that you think has the worst ultimate talent. Give me that one. That's tough, actually. I hadn't thought about that. These are some spicy questions. I can't wait to see these answers. Yeah, give me the Danganronpa character that you think has the worst talent. Worst ultimate talent. I'm gonna go... I just drew a little picture too. I wanted to make sure that I wrote for long enough for you to think that like if it was a short name, it was short, but long enough where it was like, oh, well, who knows, who knows. And the last one, name me a survivor from Trigger Happy Havoc. Just bare standard, a survivor from Trigger Happy Havoc. That's not right. This is though. Survivor from Trigger Happy Havoc. Let me think of one real quick. There aren't that many. I have my 5 answers. You guys have yours. Let's see if I knock anybody out. I feel confident about knocking out people on a couple of these. However, I think this might be the time where I knock nobody out. Those are your questions. I have my answers. You guys have your answers. We can start this game, can't we? I think we can. We sure can. But you know, there's only one way. Only one way we can do that, and that is to. Yay, nothing. Okay, what do we have here? Here. Let me be very careful taking these out. Oh boy, that is heavy. It's the Danganronpa 10th anniversary thing. I got this from Kotoko. Very much appreciate this. We looked at it the first time, and I've showed it to a couple of my friends. But generally just sits. I really like this shelving because in like different series you can actually see that off to the side, so it's like a nice place to show off some things that normally are sitting somewhere else. I'm going to try to find Teru in this book, and whatever page I find Teru on first, that is how many times we'll simulate. I'm gonna start here. I win. I wish I didn't find him immediately. Lord have mercy. Why'd I open to the middle? What's wrong with me? Okay, so these are like, I think a lot of the beta designs, very cool. I love this artwork book a lot, actually. This artwork book is very dope. But I did immediately turn to a page with, I mean, that's not technically Teru, actually. I think that is the 5th draft of Teru, though. But, I will say not technically Teru. They're like beta Terus, but like, I think they're like, I could see it not being Teru, you know? So I'm gonna flip a little bit earlier for my sake. See if I can find a definite Teru. Oh, we're gonna find a Teru very quickly. Because now we're getting back to the, I love that these are in here. This collection is very nice. I'm not sure if we went through all the books. I think we did go through all of the books. I'm still gonna be at about 100. I think I skipped, oh right, Teru. I just skipped the page where Teru would have been revealed, but because now he's the culprit in this one. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can salvage this a little bit for myself. Definitely no Teru's there. This is the end of the game. These are really nice, dude. I'm not gonna spend too much time. Let me find a Teru real quick. Okay. There's Teru's. Okay, Teru is there. I was gonna say there's Teru's mom, but he's in the background right there. Okay, very good. That's gonna be page 87. Screw me. I feel like maybe we really do need to go back through this book at some point, because now it's been a little bit since the 10th anniversary. Because this is just like a, what? 300 pages of artwork? Boy, am I glad I didn't start at the very end, because there's boy right there. Alright, 87 times. Alright, we're gonna do this the hard way, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. 60. 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it was 87, so I just need to go one more time. My bad. So for all of those, and you know what? This one's for Kotoko 87 times. I'm going to very neatly put this back into the carrying case. I've kept these in pretty pristine condition, for real. So I'm gonna keep trying to do that for the rest of my days. My niece or nephew ever like played Danganronpa or get into it? Which, admittedly, I've talked about this with like the Discord people in game day. Like, my niece, I feel like is of an age where it might, like, it would be like, she's really, I hate that I have to say this, but she really is, like, she's almost 18, and I hate that. As an uncle, I hate that. But, like, that might, and she likes, you know, she likes stuff like that, not, like, specifically murder games, but, like, detective stuff, so I'm like, oh, man. Goodness gracious. Ugh, I'm getting old, dude. And so are you! Because if I've been here on this channel for this long, some of you have too, and that means you're getting old too. Let's get this thing. Let's start this bad boy. Horn bears, take away my oldness feeling and play the horns. Thank you, Horn Bears. Let's do this. A stray bolt of lightning causes Monica and Mai to switch bodies. They've done it. I don't think we've had like the real body switch event for a while, actually. You remember how much chaos it caused in the past? So cries in despair, accomplishing nothing. Hajime spears Mew in the abdomen. Oh, she's out first, isn't she? I forgot what this entire season was all about. That's not good for her, poor girlie. Kamaru and now stare each other down. If the spirit contains a champion in the Agent of Chaos, chaos reigns. Chaos could still reign. That much is true. Toko runs in the cornucopia and hides. Ibuki is possessed by Asnir of the 39th dimension. Watch out. Monophony and Kana stare each other down. The pair contains the Agent of Chaos and the champion. Chaos reigns. Nope. It does not. Natsume ignores the opening assembly, plays video games with Mitsurai instead. Kako severely injures Paimon, but puts her out of her misery. Paimon, no. We can't have Paimon losing hearts out here. I did want to mention, if somebody who is at 0 hearts, I will say this officially, loses another heart, they will enter the mode where people are at 0 hearts at the halfway point. They will enter it early. Because I've come to realize there are a couple people right now with 0 hearts, and I don't just want them sitting there. So if they are failing that spectacularly, then they will get it early. Kako has taken out Paimon. Kibo kills Kizzy with a hatchet. Genocide Jack runs away from the cornucopia, as does Kaito. Shuichi comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that escaped from an insane asylum. Usami falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Fumi runs away, so does Kazuichi, so does Sonya, finding a bag full of explosives. She actually does not run away, but Teru trips and falls off of their podium. It's so embarrassing, they feel one of their hearts literally shatter. I need to write this down because that's Teru -1. Goodness gracious, Himiko runs away from the, I think that's the first bloodbath one that has popped up. Himiko runs away from the cornucopia. Mew was forced to come out of the deepest pits of the underworld for this, and she is not happy. Moko decides letting AV hand and, hey, Moko, that's why you my girl. Tato can't remember who they are, and Seiko tries to help them remember. My Hero is an Agent of Chaos. He is not. Target champion would still be alive. I think both champions are still alive that are in this game. Or I guess all 3 champions, to be honest, because technically, Toko could be defending her championship today. Naida stabs Celeste while her back is turned. That's gonna hurt a little. Kaede gets off the Astral Express and enters the game. Robinhausen, wait, hold on a minute. You were traveling on the Astral Express? From Robinhausen's game, runs away from the cornucopia. Fuyuko runs away as well. Chihiro acts antisocial and refuses to introduce himself. Futaba runs away from the cornucopia, as does Hiro, as does Celica, as Akane bashes Mai's head with a mace. How could you do such a thing? Sweet baby Mai, you fiend. Edelgard runs away, so does Nagito, backed by unpopular man Kokichi. I can't boo him because he's a member of the squad. Yeah. And Aiba gets a kitchen knife, which I assume she's going to wield in the kitchen for cutting up delicious meals. Kaede, at the start of day 1, makes a Danganronpa rewrite where Edelgard is the protagonist. Teru now. Kako do the torture dance while torturing Fuyuhiko. It is Hero, baby! Burno, yeah. Hajime hangs up the mistletoe in the arena. I will destroy him for it. Ibuki steps on a Lego brick while barefoot shrugs off the pain. Moko uses her secret technique running away, and so does Toko. The champs are not here to have chaos rain on them, apparently. Kibo accidentally blurts out the fact that he likes Mahiru in a non-platonic way. Mahiru accepts the confession wholeheartedly. Well, that's a rare pair. Teto, Hifumi, and So come up with a complicated escape plan. Mew, Natsumi, and Komaru hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I didn't even show up. Of course, they didn't have pancakes there. Duh. Fools. If Himiko's the agent of chaos, she's not. Forget about it. Mitarai receives a gift from a secret admirer. Kokichi wakes up and immediately, that's my boy. That's what I told you. He's a part of the squad for a reason. He said, pancakes don't mind if I do. Get in there, Kokichi. My god, go win that pancake championship. Sonya and Nagito make a list of chores for Akane to complete. Kazuichi performs an Orient tradition of making Monica clothes 5 minutes after they meet. Kana tells Celica off, calling them toxic. Nahida kills Chihiro, then revives him as an undead minion. Shuichi plants roses in his garden, but saves one and gives it to Aiba. How delightful. Oh, what a Casanova. Thumbs up to Kaito. He's alright. Futaba wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Monofini commits Sora. Robinhausen dyes her gold. Very nice. And Maya and Genocide Jack make a list of chores for Seiko to complete. We are down a fair few. 6 down, in fact. I don't remember how many are in this game. I don't think I ever checked. But what I did check is that the soundboard is ready to play Claire de Lune. Claire de Lune 4. Mikon. Paimon. Kizzy. Usami. Celeste, Mai. Well, we'll see everybody's statuses. We are down another 6, or I guess our first 6. It's time to find out how many people are in this game, actually. There were 46, so 40 remain. So, you know, a light start, but I think that's what we want. We've had a couple of games that have just, like, been speed running to the end, and this one, I have a feeling that this one, we're gonna savor. And you can quote me on that. What are you doing? Don't hover your mouse over the, don't look at how much time is left in the video. What's wrong with you? Just enjoy the video. What? Man, I'm proceeding. I can't believe you would do that to me. Proceed right now. Nahida and Himiko exercise under the stars, they invite Edelgard, who promptly murders them both without witnesses. Oh. Kaede, Akane, and Hiro track down and kill Hajime. Futaba hops into an inflatable cauldron, makes jokes about how she is emergency food, she might have a problem. Yeah, she might. Seiko poisons Kaito's drink, he drinks it and dies. Genocide Jack and Monica get lost in the coldest part of the arena. Now, feeling especially kind, Knight gives Monofini a muffin. Is this a death event? Well, it doesn't say and die, but maybe they did. Cyclops signs a petition to change American football to Yeetball. That's some. Hey, Celica. Yeah, alright. Kibo tells So, this is great, it's just you, me, and this brick wall you built between us. Shuichi and Naito enter Mitarai's mind. It was a pleasant trip filled with sunshine and rainbows. Unable to get a fire going, Chihiro, Mahiru, and Kana are forced to huddle together for one. If Kokichi is the agent of chaos, he is an agent of chaos, but not this one this season. We're fine. Aiba receives yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. Fuyuko gets hold of my soundboard, struck down within the hour of playing copyrighted music. Komaru sets up a few more traps before returning to the camp for the night. Maya, Mew, Teru, Sonya, Ibuki, Teto, Moko, Kazuichi, Natsumi, Robinhausen, and Hifumi are all forced to vote on which of them is a traitor, then have that traitor be executed. Kazuichi is voted as a traitor, and then turned to dust. One of these Saturdays, I'm just gonna do a speed run, a no-checking run of Lost Dimension, and see how many imposters or traitors we actually get rid of. One day. I would like to do it this summer, we'll see. That being said, the champ dyes her hair black, and you know what? It's probably really not that much of a difference, because it's really a dark, like, purple-ish right now. And Kako decided it was a good idea to nosedive a polar bear, preparing for hibernation. Oh. Wow. The horror. Not a polar bear, though. Just a regular bear. Or it could have been a polar bear. It just said a bear. I added the bear flavor text. Next time, it'll be a grizzly. Ibuki and Chihiro play tricks on Mitarai while Natsumi steals from his room. AV forces Seiko to work with AV's wares. Seiko's been bullied today. I'm forcing Seiko to work at AV's wares and despairs. A couple of people made her do a whole bunch of chores. Who was it? Was it these two? I don't think it was these two. A cashier after it becomes understaffed, Aiba and Nagito think this is a great opportunity to score free food from her. Kibo drives up to McDonald's, wants an ice cream. Fortunately, the machine was working. How lucky. So sees a completely pale Kokichi wash ashore, unmoving. So revives him with CPR. Mew walks up to a lemonade stand, and she said to the Celica running the stand, "Hey, bum, got any grapes?" And Celica had no grapes. Kaede is ready for the year of the Sonya. AV forces Robinhausen to work at the... I don't know if I would force Robinhausen to do anything. You know what I mean? Because she might curse me, and I know that curse is strong. Shuichi and Akane think this is a great opportunity to score free food from her, but then she says, "You're stealing from my store? You are cursed!" And thus, Shuichi and Akane were both cursed this game. Maya attempts to do a cool skateboarding trick to amuse Teto. Teto hates the attempt so much that she kills Maya with her own skateboard. Hero! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous tag team champs and feel the power! Well, I mean, you know, one of the tag team champs is cursed, so I don't know if I want to clap for them, actually. Monica reminisces about Season 1. Kamara reminisces about the Year of the Ascent. I don't know if I had seen the anime when I started Season 1. I think I saw it after I did Season 1. Or maybe it was partly through the way of me doing Season 1. Kana works and man, that was a simpler time. Season 1, was I? No, I wasn't still in college in Season 1. I was just out of college. Goodness gracious. Man, huh? It's been a long time, y'all. Which happens to be hiring. Edelgard is horrified when Genocide Jack goes to a job interview before it, causing her to kill her. Jack, why did you go for an interview at Yoko's? We need to talk about that. Mayu and Fuyuko have a picnic on a cliff. Mayu uses this chance to push Fuyuko off of the cliff. Fumi is sick and tired of playing nice, and Fumi turns heel. Now, Moko and Teruteru get into a fight. Teruteru triumphantly kills them both. Monofidi doesn't believe in palindromes. Futaba plays chess with death. She loses the game and thus loses her life. And Toko makes a life-size cardboard cutout of freaking Sayaka to spite Avi. I hope that my man's over here cashes in chaos and you lose. Don't ever do that to me again, Toko. We have 12 more gone, double from the first day, as if the RNG god said, hey, AV said we're gonna savor this one. Joke's on him. Clary Loon 4. Himiko, Nahida, Hajime, Kaito, Kazuichi, Kako, Maya, Genocide Jack, Fuyuko, now, Moko, Futaba. As we see everybody's statuses, there is still an Agent of Chaos who could reign on a champion, and Natsumi, and Akane. There is still a hero that could reign on Toko. Could happen. That being said, we also still have, what? 28 people left? We lost 12, right? We'll see what happens when we get down to it. And when we get down to it, it's right now. So let's see how this plays out. 28 left. We also have to remember what, Akane and Shuichi are cursed. Is that right? Yes, Akane and Shuichi are cursed. We'll see how that curse plays out. I think, I'm not going to say anything about the curse. We'll just proceed and we'll see how it plays out. Mayu develops an irrational fear of Natsumi after having a nightmare about her. So, Teruteru and Edelgard hold an intervention from AV's berry addiction. He doesn't even show up. I'm over berries, you guys. I am over the berries. Ibuki buys a plush of Kokichi and cuddles with it. Chihiro kills Monofini with a shovel. Aiba grabs a mop and starts cleaning up the crime. Nagisa wants to pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. He could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Kaede runs through AV's words and spares, jumps on a giant Monokuma plushie, and falls asleep. Seiko steps over a few more traps before returning to camp for the night. Kibo and Komaru vow to protect each other. We'll see how long that lasts. Sonya, Hiro, Celica, and Hifumi make shadow puppets over the campfire. Everyone's so much better than Hifumi, rather, he starts to get jealous. Mitsurai challenges AV in Battleship, and he's saying, my Battleship? I'll find you. Shuichi considers joining Miku as one of her disciples. You're dead in the AWE, my friend. Monica's international Super Spy, unable to get a fire going, Akane, and Teto are forced to, Akana. They hold up together for warmth. Toko challenges Avian battleship. Toko, hey, Toko, you're sinking my battleship too? I'll remember this. Maki grabs Robinhausen by the throat. You're lucky. You are lucky. You are so lucky that Maki is not actually in this game, because she would also be cursed. Mew gets a hold of AV Soundboard and is killed for breaking the fourth wall. Rest in peace to her. I'd like to point out though that right now, I think this is maybe the first time that someone has survived a round with the curse. In fact, it was Akane and Shuichi. They survived. Well, they haven't survived a whole round. I guess there's still a day to get through. Edogar does a sick kickflip but fails landing, falls flat on her face. Teru, Aiba, and Chiro perform a glorious air combo on Kana. She lives though. Kamara is the best there was. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Sonya finds a fedora and puts it on. Hiro suddenly yells out, "Sonya the platypus!" The rating pistol rates Hifumi 57 points. Nagito confesses how much he's come to hate Monica, runs away crying rather. Seiko falls to a pit but somehow lives. Akane works for Avi's wares and despairs and is sick and tired of so many people defecting Yoko's items of misfortune, so she burns it down. Luckily Shuichi works there. Brought insurance just last week. Akane screams in agony. You know what? In this regard, their relationship is cursed. Teto starts planting seedlings in her garden. Kokichi and Toplik trips on Akane while Ibuki steals from her room, and Akane is getting bullied. This is now a psychological curse, apparently. Mitarai is still alive. Kibo uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Celica, but fails because there's nothing to suck out. Mayu, she did do something silly in one of those games, didn't in her game, didn't she? Not, there's been worse. Fire Emblem, there's been worse, but she did something a little silly in that game, I think. Maru believes in Santa Claus. Toko believes in the Easter Bunny, rather. But Natsumi believes in Johindra. And it's Robinhausen, baby. We didn't lose that many people this round. See? Now, we're savoring. We're savoring. 2 down, 26 remain, and it's a Clear Day Loon 4. Monophony. Mew. And we'll see everybody's statuses. Once again, not much has changed. Monophony and Mew are both gone. That means Sunshine in My Pocket no longer has, well, they're already chilling, really, for real. Mew, you are up here, a part of Wattpad, which means Toko's all alone, the singles champion. Will she survive by herself? And earn Mew a spot, along with Yuri, one more time for those tag team titles? Let's find out. Let's proceed. One more again as night 3 begins, and Nagito tries to stay up all night to catch the mastermind, but falls asleep. Komaru, Chihiro, and Akane get into a scrum debate with Mahiru, Edelgard, and Hiro. They argue over whether or not Raiden Shogun's chest functions as an outlet. I don't know. Someone should stick a fork in there and find out. If you get into the bathtub with, if you throw a Raiden Shogun into the bathtub, these are the real questions. Sonya walks into a portal and turns it on. Her molecules get all rearranged. She gets ghost powers. So wants to pretend that airplanes and night sky are like shooting stars. He really uses a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Teto uses night vision goggles to navigate the arena. Mitarai submits an application to join the squad. Kokichi snatches it out of his hands, rips it up. Teru fears Yuta. In fact, he fears all the Asahinas. Natsumi tries setting up a trap, but unfortunately is untrapping herself. Ibuki finds and Ashes gets breaks it in frustration. Monica walks into a very strange machine. She gets shocked and killed. No molecules getting all rearranged. Her life gets all rearranged. Her soul gets rearranged from her body. And she is deranged, generally. But Kaede brags to Kipo that she has 70 alternative accounts. Kana sneaks in the back room of, hopefully not the back rooms of Yoko's items of fortunes, but not only gets seen by Seiko, who locks the door behind her. Celica hates Aiba so strongly she created a squad against Aiba. I don't know anybody who hates Aiba that strongly. Kuzu Soda. Hifumi grabs a dumbbell, starts working out. Robinhausen challenges Shuichi to a dance-off. Shuichi absolutely dominates. Shuichi, you're about to get double cursed, my guy. You're about to get double cursed. Calm down. Toko finds a care package, but is unable to open it. We will continue unless she respected that and uncurse Shuichi. She was like, huh, Your moves. They're very good, very nice, very evil. Toko stomps all over Natsumi's garden and now enraged, Natsumi murders her with a hoe and buries her in the garden. Toko, murdered by an agent of chaos, but survives. Does not survive, actually. Her title reign survives. As Hiro will not be able to raid Cash and Chaos as Shuichi, who now works for Aves. He was like, huh, I'm going to a greater side. Tries to burn down Yoko's Hirobot insurance last week. Shuichi screams in agony. Celica and Chihiro tracked in and killed Teto. Rest in peace. Poor little bean. Sonya was crushed by a falling anvil. Kana turns the Statue of Liberty into freaking Sayaka. I hate that. Ooh, there's a lot of people there. Hifumi hangs a missile in the arena. It's no longer December. This does not end well for Hifumi. He does not have a good time. He has a bad time. He will have no more time. Kibo gets so absorbed in chasing a butterfly that he follows it right off of a cliff. You know, this was entered before I played a game. And this has new meaning to me. Edogar feigns death, tricking Kokichi into ignoring it. It's crazy. Akane and Avi, we go. No, you could still summon a congregation. We actually don't go way back, Akane. We don't. So, Mitarai, Aiba have a scrum debate with Teru, Robinhausen, and Kaede over who the bigger threat is, Tokiko or Dottore. Okay, so knowing now the extent of what Dottore does in Genshin Impact, and the extent of what Tokiko is and her gang, kind of, not worship, but they're like motifs for their very innocent, knives. They I don't want to say they have more in common than you might think, but kind of, I mean, a little bit. Ibuki receives a gift from a secret admirer, a giant stuffed bear. Komaru uses a spell to select things on Mahiru, which shockingly works, leaving her dumbfounded. And Naito repeatedly stabs Seiko with size to death. Oh, Seiko, no. 7 gone. We were at 26. We are now at 19. We must go on. We must proceed, and we must see how this plays out with a Claire de Lune 4. Miss Monica, Toko, Teto, Sonya, Hifumi, Kibo, Seiko. 19 left, and there is no shot that Toko gets her championship cashed in on. That being said, Akane, there is still a chance. Late game chance with 19 people left, there is still a chance. Will that happen? Not a ton of people left, but there are a couple of full teams still in. Shrimp Fried Ice, Song and Dance, White Hair Extremism, and that's Strength in Numbers, and that's it. Those are our final 4 teams with 2 competitors left. In the final 19, that is a boon. But how long will that boon last? Let's find out. 4 teams still have 2 folks. Let's see how it plays out. Night 4 begins with Hiro receiving clean water from an unknown sponsor. Delightful. Kana and Teru start prepping for Spooky Month by doing the spooky dance. I guess, you know what? Depending on who you are and where you're from, what you did, as long as you love me. A very Backstreet. Anywho, as I was saying before I got distracted by boy bands, depending like who you are and like where you are and what your like order of business is, you might actually be prepping for Spooky Month already. You know what I mean? Like, I imagine there are like people who host like giant haunted houses or do like big crazy displays are probably already starting to organize things as we approach mid-July for a big event in October. You know what I mean? Anywho, Mitsurai slices at Natsumi with a sword, severely actually. She perishes. Robinhausen etches a sketch in a tree. Komaru takes it as a threat. She thinks she's cursed. Aiba, not Kiba. I see you. Kaede and Aiba, they are now Kiba. Shuichi and Ibuki make shadow puppets. Everyone's so much better than Ibuki. Oh, well, she starts to get jealous. Celica starts a beef with American President James K. Polk, Edelgard, Nagito. So, intro scrum debate with Chihiro, Mahiru, and Akane. They argue who should be a champion in events of a tie. Akane, your championship is safe now since Natsumi is gone, as Kokichi is in the house. It's a party every week, baby. Kokichi. Check it out. That's right, he in the house. And Robinhausen is out of the house as Chihiro, Ibuki, Akane, Mitarai, and Kana track down and kill Robinhausen. They might all be cursed. With her final breath, that would mean Akane's double curse. I think Akane might beat the curse, not for nothing. Teru isn't surprised. I think you just have to be really stupid to beat the curse, to be honest. Teru isn't surprised that Kaede has made this far. Shuichi, searching for all the AV clones he hasn't met yet. Okay, so here's the thing. AV confusing Edelgard for Hilda. I think this is the most reasonable one. They are both of noble birth girlies from Fire Emblem 3 houses. I think this is the closest confusion that I maybe could have had in terms of at least closeness to game. I still think maybe Kotoko would be number one, and like, okay, it's pretty easy how I could get them confused, but like in terms of like in this game right now, I think this might be the closest in terms of like, oh, he just said the wrong name of the same person from the same game, you know what I'm saying? So like, don't at me. That could be Hilda right there. Hiro and I will work together to drown. So Kokichi chops down a tree which falls into Komaru, killing her. Mahiru is not funny. She's never been funny. She never will be funny. I don't know if Mahiru has ever made me laugh. I enjoy Mahiru as a character, but I don't think she's a funny character. Celica Bebe and the rating pistol rates Nagito 13 points. No. Sometimes her G's is kind of hilarious. We proceed. We lost another 4. We are at a final 15. We are savoring. We are savoring. See? Y'all thought we weren't savoring. Y'all were wrong. You should have trusted me. You shouldn't have looked down at that bar. Forget about it. It's Claire de Lune 4. Natsumi. Robinhausen. So. Komaru. We are down to your final 15. We did split up, I think, almost all the teams of 2, to be honest, except for Shrimp Fried Ice and, well, half of the teams of 2. And White Hair Extremism. We are now... I mean, the final 15 is still having 2 people. I'm looking at you. Nagito needs this. I think Nagito's at 0... Nagito and Kaede are both at 0 hearts right now, actually. This could be really good for the both of them. That might be, hold on a minute, hold on a second, hold on. Where Teru at? Hold on, Teru, remember, Teru just got a heart stolen, or not a heart stolen, he lost a heart early this episode by not even finishing the bottom 10. Keep that in mind, y'all, keep that in mind. We got a lot of people who need to like get a little reset. If those are your top 3, that'd be an insane top 3 with the stipulation we have going on. 15 people remain. Will they hold on to those positions? Let's find out. Let's proceed, and let's see at long last. At last, at long last. Kokichi has finished their novel. Chihiro befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Kana, stop. Get some help. There's a whole bucket on your head. Who did that to you? Mitarai grabs Kokichi by the throat, but he just finished his novel. Calm down. Ibuki can't decide whether Mahiru should live or die. Nagito, use the spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. Well, I'm glad those people were preparing early. That's so funny. Edelgard works for both Avi's and Yoko's because she is an extreme debt. Shuichi, stop being selfish. The ghostly howls of wolves wake up Hiro. Akane and Celica, the rest of us have been now welcome in a school environment. If Teru is the agent of chaos, he is not this season at least. Kaede finishes her novel as well, finally. With much less gusto than Kokichi, which is hilarious. And did you know that a group of Komodo dragons is called a bank? Well, because Aiba pissed off a bank of Komodo dragons and got killed for her actions, we now know that. We will proceed and we will go to, I was gonna say it might be time for the feast as the cornucopias are put up with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Akane goes like, and makes sure that poison enters Kaede's body. Akane makes sure that Akane stays at 0. Nagito, however, still has a chance, even though he and Kokichi, former tag team champions together, with So, by the way, give up and run away after a fight over raw meat. Nagito's out of here. Mitarai decides not to attend the feast. If not Kokichi, he's up there. If Chihiro is the agent of chaos, and and their target champion still alive. Chaos reigns. Not gonna happen. Ibuki decides not to go. Celica and Kana track down and kill Edelgard. 80's out, which means now, now every team is down to a single person because Aiba got eliminated too. Hiro decides not to attend the feast. Mahiru stuffs a bundle of dry clothing into a backpack before sprinting away. Shuichi decides not to go, and Teruteru bleeds out due to untreated injuries, and just like that, both members of a team of 2 that were still both in are now out. Teruteru does indeed lose that heart. We proceed. Day 9 still has to come through, and Nagito, Ibuki, and Kokichi come up with a complicated escape plan. Mitarai has drip, but Hiro is the director of drip. Chihiro hasn't been the same since the honey dice gag. Me neither, man. Me neither. Kana finds a yeet ball, Mahiru decapitates Shuichi with a sword, and Akane sets up an ice cream stand. Setha joins as Akane's faithful assistant. I believe that puts us— oh god! Oh god, Split has set the entire arena on fire! Oh god, run! This event has been in here for a long time, and I'm so shocked that it's never hit. Akane faces Splendid with his flamethrower. Splendid burns her to a crisp. The Splendid body count is about to go up. Celica can't escape the forest fires and perishes. Kokichi swims in a lake until the flames die down. Ibuki can't escape the forest fire and perishes. Wait a minute. Okay, some people did escape. I was gonna say, did Kokichi just win? No. Mahiru faces off with Splendid with his flamethrower. Splendid burns him to a crisp. Kana escapes the flames. Hiro escapes the flames. Chihiro faces off with Splendid as well, burns him to a crisp. And Nagito and Mitarai narrowly escape the inferno. Goodness gracious. Splendid! I always like Splendid better. We lost 10 instead that day, which means we are now down to your final 5. It's a Clear Day Loon 4. Aiba, Kaede, Edelgard, Teruteru, Shuichi, Akane, Celica, Ibuki, Mahiru, and Chihiro. Lord have mercy. Dude, that event was in there for so long, I forgot it was in there. I was adding another event or 2, and then I was like, wow, this one has never hit. That's kind of crazy. We'll see everybody's statuses. We're down to your final 5. Make your saving grace picks. Saving grace picks. Now, let me talk to you. If you don't know what this is a time for you to make some new picks, some saving grace picks, some picks that if you made some picks and your picks were bad, you can make some new picks in the final 10, which is now your final 5. Very quickly. We have Loaded Dice has Kokichi doing it for Halara. And Celestials Perish. Buckshot Roulette. Kana holds on hope for her gang. We still have the white-haired extremists. We have Nagito holding on for Edelgard and Veshnas. Maybe I'll pick Nagito now for nothing. Hiro remains for Flowing Leaves, for Kazuha, I believe, and Nahida. And lastly, we have Strength in Numbers. Young Mitarai doing it for Tsubasa and Komaru. Those are your final 5. Let's see who wins this thing. I'm gonna pick as well. For first, I'm gonna take Nagito because Veshnas could get a victory by proxy. For second, I can't bet against Kokichi. I can't. And for third, I believe I will take Kana. The bucket gonna do her good. She gonna take her bucket, she gonna like swing it at somebody, it's gonna like a rocket it, and she's gonna like catapult the rock out of the bucket with some centripetal force, and it's gonna get out of the bucket and it's gonna hit somebody right clack in the head. And she was like, I can't believe I did that. Anywho, those are my picks. Hopefully you guys did yours, or hopefully you guys are doing well and having a great time, and it's your final 5. Make your saving grace picks. If you didn't, I'm moving on without you. Hurry up, go, now, what are you doing? Thank you. All right, now, it's your final 5. All 5 of these competitors are locked in what we like to call within our final 5, not Samurai Woman, but in a crisis of fate. Let's do this. Final 5, Kokichi, Kana, Nagito, Hiro, Mitarai. Proceed, we see. Kana battles Nagito in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Kana bashes Nagito's head in with an actual rock. Y'all, She took that rock, she put it in her bucket like I said, and she said, wham, 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 wham. She did it. That's hilarious. I hope she wins now. I take all of my picks back. She wins. To build each other's trust, Kokichi and Mitsurai decide to do trust falls in the very first instance. Kokichi steps aside and lets Mitsurai fall to the ground. And Hiro never wants to hear Megalomania ever again as we move on to our final 4. The rating pistol rates Kana, 57 points. Kokichi and Mitsurai have a picnic on a cliff. Nothing goes wrong, surprisingly, and the rating pistol rates Hiro 42 points. That's the answer to everything, but does that mean the hero wins? We're gonna find out shortly, but it's a terrible turnabout for. Remaining at 0 hearts, Nagito. We'll see everybody's status. I feel like Nagito probably was an answer to at least one of the questions here today. Or I feel like some people answered Nagito. We will see how that all plays out, though. It's still your final 4. It's still a crisis of fate. Kokichi, Kana, Hiro, Mitsurai. Let's go. We see it does not quite end, but we are at your final 2 already as Hiro poisons Kana's drink. She drinks it and dies. Singles agent of chaos murders a bucket-wearing child. Fiendish behavior. Kokichi accidentally sticks his hand in the campfire he made. Roasted skin. And Mitsurai dies trying to escape the arena, which means we are down to your final 2. It is Hiro, it is Kokichi, and it's on. But who is it on? Indeed. I said, who is it on? Indeed. Kokichi, Hiro, the consigliere of the Mafia. Will Hiro take the victory today for his team? I am unsure, but we're about to find out together. Or do you never bet against Kokichi Oma? Do not forget who he is. Mama, there goes that man. He's already in the World Pancake Championship from this episode. He's about to say, hey, put me in the Tag Team Championship episode 2. We're about to find out together. Will it be the Weed Bender, Hiro, of the squad, Kokichi? Kokichi, Hiro, wait, both or neither? I always have to put that option in there because it is truly and spectacularly something that happens, well, dude, honestly, it happened a lot in preseason and the premieres. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We'll see how it plays out this time. Between these two, what fate awaits them? It is Hiro throws a discarded dumbbell right into Kokichi's head with a big old thunk sound. His head gets caved in, and he does indeed perish. So do the dreams of the squad winning this game, but the Mafia does indeed rise up. So with one final, Claire de Lune. Terrible turnabout, actually, for Kana, Mitsurai, and Kokichi. We can just proceed, because I can say with certainty that you're a winner. Your winner! There we go! Hey, it's not 420, but he couldn't have gotten a higher position. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for Nahida, and I'm pretty sure for Kazuha, Flowing Leaves on the back of Hiro take the win. And I believe, I think all 3 of them take a golden heart. I don't know if Hiro's lost a heart already. I do not have the thing open, to be honest. But maybe we'll peek in just a second. As we end this thing, let me go and peek it, pull it up. Let me see. Well, for you guys here, I'm gonna pull it up in a new tab. So we have there we go. Season 19 life points. Hiro. Let me look this up. Yasu Hiro. 1 of 1. Where is he? No, he has not lost any hearts, so he gets a golden heart this time. Kokichi. I don't think he's lost any hearts either this season. Oh. No, he did lose 1 heart in Meet the Teams. So Kokichi's actually back at 3 because of this episode. Good for Kokichi. And young Mitarai is also bar even, so he doesn't go up in hearts because he did not win the game, but he does still stay at a solid 3. And those are your top 3. We have Kana, Nagito, Chihiro, Mahiro, Buki, Celica, and Akane in your top 10. Let's go ahead and peek at those bottom 10 though, because I will not update it now, but I will go through and we'll walk through it. Mikan is going to lose her first heart this season. Paimon, I believe, also loses her. Well, actually, hold on. Mikan's entire team loses their first heart, now that I'm thinking about it. She got dead last, that's right. But all of them, admittedly, are still a 3, but they all now jump down to 2. Oh, man. Well, actually, hold on a minute. RPG party? Oh, no. Oh, Munakata actually goes down to 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, let's do a live check here. Paimon, she will now be at 2. Kizzy is going down to 2. Usami going down to 2. Celeste going down to 2. We're still early doors in the season. Mai going down to 2. You know what it is. Himiko, we already talked. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, Himiko. Oh, Himiko loses 2 hearts this episode. One because Mikan got last place, and another because she's in the bottom 10. Oh, Lord. Himiko drops down to 1 heart immediately, dude. Oh, man, this season's a little scary, isn't it? Naida goes down to 2. Hajime, I think Hajime may have lost a heart. Yeah, Hajime goes down to 1 actually. He was already at 2, so he's in danger. And Kaito, the last one this season. Shockingly enough, Kaito got a heart, then lost a heart. Now he's gonna lose another one. Kaito, you are the most tumultuous person here. Got a heart, lost a heart, and is now losing another. So he was at 4, then went down to 3, and another episode later goes down to 2. Kaito, you really are the luminary of the losers, aren't you? Stop doing this. If you lose another heart next time, Kaito, that's crazy work. But this has shifted a lot of, like, and I will say this is wild for the actual Danganronpa characters because they appear a little bit more often, or have twice as much, I suppose, as the non-Danganronpa characters. So having so many, like, Danganronpa characters here. Are 2 members of your... Yeah, after this episode, I think 2 members of RPG Party are going to be down to 1 heart. And Mikan will be down to 2. Lord have mercy. Oh, man, they're having a bad season. We will continue, though. I was gonna say I could have actually shown you guys what was going on here, but I had it on another screen, and you guys will have it in your hands, so you can, like, you know, if you wanted to copy this and play around with it yourself, I guess you suppose you couldn't. But regardless, Hajime started off by taking out Mikan, and boy still lost a heart this episode. That's crazy to get the first kill and still lose a heart. That being said, Hiro finished off Kokichi, earned himself and his team a 4th heart, a elusive gold heart. That is crazy work. Insane work. Oh, also Teru loses a heart. I meant to check on him. Now he's fine. This is his first heart too. Anywho, I digress. 4 KOs Akane, 4 for Hiro, 3 for Chihiro, 3 for Edelgard, 3 for Kana, 2 or less for everyone else, but flowing leaves, Raggy, flowing leaves. I need to go to sleep. Flowing leaves take the victory. I'm getting ready to take a nap. Go back to the reaping. This was our episode. This was Be Still My Heart, and next time will be singles action, and we will see if anybody loses any more hearts. They will. They literally will. But from events, because we are, as we go up in our weeks, those heart-losing events will start to build in. They are still pretty low right now, so I'm actually surprised Teru got one in this simulator. I think it's still a little bit more likely to get it in the other simulator, but the fact that he got one in this simulator is a little crazy, to be honest. Anywho, I'm taking off. Until next time, Toodaloo Flight Crew, as always, thank you for watching.